This is Cary TV.
How was your drive to work this morning?
Not bad. I got a nice drive once I get in my car. You?
It was pretty quick, but for some folks, the morning commute can be a headache. In fact, there's an upcoming traffic project that can affect up to 55,000 Cary drivers every day. And we've got someone who can give us some more news about that.
Awesome. You're watching BudTV, the monthly program that keeps you informed on what's going on in and around Cary Town government.
This month on Bud, we'll talk to Jerry Jensen about the improvements being made at the HighHouse Road and Cary Parkway intersection.
Then we'll take a look at Cary history for a minute.
And for all things green in Cary, Shrishan and Guilford takes us there.
And it's time for one last bit of Lazy this year. All that and more here on BudTV. Hi, welcome to BudTV. You're already aware of the town's continued effort to improve how we live and work here. That includes getting to work as well as enjoying all the other things the town has to offer. More than 55,000 people travel through the intersection of HighHouse Road and Cary Parkway each day. With so much traffic, it became necessary to look at options on how to improve access while preserving key structures and enhancing streetscapes simultaneously. It began in 2008 when the town of Cary worked with citizens to look at ways to do it. After a series of public meetings and hearings, the Town Council selected a traditional intersection improvements design as the preferred alternative in 2012. Integrated with a streetscape enhancement plan, the project will preserve as many of the existing street trees as possible and replace those impacted by the widening. The total cost for the project will be nearly $4 million, with more than 75% of the funding coming from the Federal Highway Administration under its Congestion Management and Air Quality, or CMAQ, program. Hi, welcome to BudTV. With me is Jerry Jensen, Transportation Manager for the town of Cary. Thanks for being here with us, Jerry.
Great to be here.
Can you give us a little sense of what all is going to happen out at the intersection?
Sure. So, we want to make sure that that our community travels through this intersection a whole lot easier and much more safely. So, we're planning to add some right turn lanes on all approaches to the intersection, and then we're also expecting to add second left-hand turn lanes at the intersection on all approaches, except for the southbound direction of Cary Parkway. We're also planning some enhancing some streetscape elements, part of this project as well, to help make sure that that intersection is beautiful.
And what kind of things did the council hear back from the public hearings?
So the council received a whole lot of feedback from not only citizens out there, but the business community. And the town offered a variety of different options. And some of those options were quite complicated, and most people weren't too keen on those types of complicated intersection options. So the council, the second thing the council heard from the community was that they love the aesthetic value of that intersection and how beautiful it really is, and they didn't want to jeopardize a big road project that would be so impactful and hurt the streetscape. So, based on those types of feedback we heard from the community, they decided to develop just a traditional road widening at the intersection, which just basically includes adding additional turn lanes.
And how does this project fit into the overall streetscape plan?
Sure. So, as I said earlier, one of the overriding principles is let's leave this intersection as beautiful as it is today. So, we are planning a lot of great improvements at that intersection from a streetscape perspective, which includes decorative street lights. The traffic signals poles themselves will be decorative. We're going to add a new bus shelter, meandering sidewalks, decorative crosswalks for pedestrians at the intersection. And then the landscaping that's going to be impacted by construction on the project, we're going to replace it and enhance it, not only on the shoulders of the roadway, but actually in the medians as well. So we believe that the community is really going to be proud of this intersection when we get done with it.
And the town has some big news about some new technology available. Can you talk to us about that and how it can help out?
Sure. So, the community needs to understand that this is going to be a construction project that is going to be very disruptive, and they should expect delays as they come through this intersection during construction. So what's the town doing is we've partnered with a traffic technology application called Waze, and we are going to be actually feeding them information on construction activities, delays, and anything that could be used on that application that could be helpful for drivers as they navigate through this intersection. So for those in our community that aren't familiar with Waze, you can get a free download application on your Apple or Android device, and we hope that you will stay tuned and use that device during the construction of this project.
That's great. Thanks for joining us, Jerry.
Absolutely. Thank you.
This is your Cary History Minute. The Cary First Christian Church Cemetery, located at 300 West Cornwall Road, is linked to the establishment of Cary's first African American religious congregation. The cemetery is where Cary's most prominent African Americans from the 19th and 20th centuries are buried. This cemetery was a burial ground as early as 1867 and is the site where the original church was organized in 1868. The first services were held under a brush arbor, which is a makeshift shed of tree limbs and branches. The cemetery contains an old example of a wooden headstone, now petrified, and the unmarked graves of slaves and former slaves. You can also see the gravestone of Arch Arrington Sr., the first African-American elected official in Cary, along with the remains of many of Cary's most prominent African-American families, including the Bates, Cotton, Hicks, and Stroud families. Under the leadership and hard work of Miss Sally Jones, the cemetery was brought from a state of disarray to the beautiful, serene, dignified state it now exhibits. The First Christian Church Cemetery was designated as a Cary landmark in 2013.
School's back in session, and for drivers, that means being extra responsible in and around school zones.
The town will be conducting a Schools In, Speeds Out campaign this year from August 28 to September 8. Focus will be on speed enforcement, pedestrian safety, and bicycle safety.
And that also means vehicles passing stopped school buses in addition to any other violations observed.
Last year, there were 40 vehicles stopped and 20 citations issued related specifically to school zones.
So stay alert, know your surroundings, and be safe. Visit watchformenc.org for school safety tips for walkers, drivers, and cyclists.
Watering? Be sure to do it on your day. Our alternate day watering ordinance is in effect year-round and has a schedule based on your address. It helps us divide up the daily demand for this precious resource throughout the year. You see, if we all watered on the same day, our water demand goes up and peaks quite high. Alternate day watering splits this water use, lowering our peaks and helping us manage water demand for the long-term benefit of our community. Even addresses can water on Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Odd addresses can water on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Irrigation using reclaimed water, well, or pond water is exempt from the ordinance. So when running your hose and sprinkler or your automatic irrigation system, be sure to follow our schedule and water as needed on any of your 3 days. If you're using drip irrigation, a handheld hose with nozzle, or even a watering can, you can water any day of the week as needed. And if you'd like a free magnet to help you remember the schedule, just give us a call at 919-469-4090. And as always, if you need more days to help establish lawns from seed or sod, you can apply for a free watering exemption permit online. Just search alternate day watering at townofcary.org. I'm Shrishna Guilford, and remember to carry it green.
It's the height of summer in Cary. You know what that means.
Join us August 26th and 27th for the 41st Annual Lazy Daze Arts and Crafts Festival to celebrate the arts, music, food, and family fun.
The two-day event will be at Cary Town Hall and includes unique art from over 300 artists from all corners of the country, 4 stages of family-friendly entertainment along with assorted kids activities like face painting, 27 food vendors rounded out with a beer garden.
How do you get there? The most convenient way to get to Lazy Daze is to take a free shuttle bus from Cary Town Center, 1105 Walnut Street, or Green Hope High School, 2500 Carpenter Upchurch Road. Shuttles at both locations are handicap accessible.
Unfortunately, dogs are not allowed inside the festival perimeter, only service animals.
Important, Lazy Daze needs volunteers. If you would like to participate in this great event, search Lazy Daze Volunteer at townofcary.org.
Mark your calendars and we'll see you there.
Thanks for watching BudTV. We want to leave you with something special we found along the way. The Cary Apex water aeration system sits in the middle of Jordan Lake and provides us with the clean quality water we enjoy, especially on these hot summer days. The $4.8 million system was completed this year and serves Cary, Apex, Morrisville, RDU Airport, and the southern part of Research Triangle Park. Very impressive.
This is Cary TV.